There will not be a Uvalde here. All the sheriffs were just meeting earlier this week, and we received a briefing on Uvalde, and it was sickening how that was handled. We won't do that. We immediately respond to stop the threat. Some kids could have lived had Uvalde police responded properly.
With school starting in a couple of weeks, school safety is a top priority. Last week in Flagler County, multiple agencies participated in an active shooter drill held at FPC High School.
The district, the sheriff's office, emergency management, the fire departments, everybody participated in an active assailant drill.
Sheriff Rick Staley says his deputies responded flawlessly during the drill.
Within 36 seconds of a deputy responding, we had neutralized the assailant. You react to real situations as you train. And I couldn't be more proud of the entire team.
Sheriff Staley says the drill allowed his department to train on new technology.
There's now technology in the school district that a certain activation is done, and it immediately populates cameras into our real-time crime center so that we can see exactly what's going on, where someone is in an active assailant. That's how far the district and the sheriff's office and our partners in emergency management have come together to make sure that our kids have a safe environment in the schools.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, July 29th. On Saturday morning, an inmate escaped FCSO custody on foot while receiving treatment at Advent Health Palm Coast. After a 7-hour search, 29-year-old Anthony Romine was apprehended and returned to custody. He was found hiding in the woods near the Amico gas station by a canine patrol team. Sheriff Rick Staley led the extensive search effort, which involved multiple agencies and units. Romine, who had initially faked an injury to facilitate his escape, now faces additional charges, including escape, battery on a law enforcement officer, and resisting without violence. An investigation has been started to determine how the deputy assigned to guard him became distracted, allowing his escape. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Serving in a war can teach a man leadership.
House Speaker Paul Renner of Palm Coast said he learned leadership serving as a naval officer in the Persian Gulf War. He dealt on a regular basis with those who were older than he was.
But beyond that, what I didn't maybe expect that I had to deal with was people coming in and, there's a grown man a lot older than me who's in tears because his wife's leaving him or maybe leaving him, or he's having financial difficulties back home.
Speaker Renner said that as a leader, he had to maintain his focus when others around him were worried. He said that he came home more grown up than when he left for the Navy. Business Minds Coffee Chat with host Jay Shear is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 8:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, why the Navy? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The City of Palm Coast is encouraging your involvement in the ongoing fiscal year 2025 budget review.
The City of Palm Coast is announcing key dates for the fiscal year 2025 budget review and approval process and inviting you to attend. Palm Coast Mayor David Alphen.
This is a chance for residents to voice their opinion on the priorities that were described in the Strategic Action Plan, which are now being evaluated for the budget, which will control the revenue and spending for the next fiscal year.
Catching up with the budget review plan, the next important meeting will be held on Tuesday, August 13th, and transparency will be a key component.
We have heard over and over again that the public wants to know what City Council and what the city is investing their hard-earned tax dollars in. And by engaging in the process, the public can actually help City Council decide what are the priorities.
The meeting schedule will continue on Tuesday, August 27th with a special workshop meeting and the final proposed budget. Then a week later, there will be a public hearing with the final adoption of the millage rate and fiscal year 2025 budget on September 18th.
I think staff, at the direction of City Council and with the help of our city manager, has put together a dashboard that actually highlights and shares every single line item for each department within the city and shows not only the expenditure, but the number of personnel that are currently and that are reflected in the service level that we need to provide to the community.
All meetings will be held at 9 a.m. at the City of Palm Coast in City Hall. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Lee Show with your WNZF local sports update.
Tryouts and non-contact drills begin today for fall high school sports in Flagler County, including bowling, cross-country, football, golf, swimming, and volleyball. There are a few new faces in the county this fall. Lindsay Stewart takes over FPC volleyball. Earlier in the summer, she laid out her plan for success.
With hard work, dedication, and a will to keep going. You got to have the love for the game. You got to have the love for each other. You got to work as a team, including the coach. We're all one big team, and if we can work together, I think we're going to do great things.
Joining her at FPC will be new boys golf coach Dale Long, hired last week after 2 years at Bellevue. His counterpart at Matanzas will be new boys golf coach Ethan Buchanan. Ethan is eager to get to work.
Anytime you take over a new program, there's rebuilding, whether it's gaining trust of players that have been around or new players. So I kind of get to mold this program to where it fits me, fits my teaching style. So that's what excites me. We can start from the ground up, build the foundation, and work from there.
Flagler County is football county, and WNZF will be your home for high school football in 2024. Preseason Classics will take place August 16th. Our coverage begins with the Matanzas Pirates opener against Bishop Kenny August 23rd. WNZF will be in Winter Park the following week when the Bulldogs open their season at Lake Howell. Listen on the radio or on the Flagler Radio app. Watch on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel and the WNZF Facebook page. Former Bulldog star and current FPC receivers coach Jimmy Robinson has spent his summer as a running back for the Massachusetts Pirates of the Indoor Football League. The Pirates were in Frisco, Texas to take on the Fighters in the first round of the playoffs Saturday night. They trailed 36-20 in the third.
Quick handoff, Robinson now making his way to the right side, beats the first tackle and reaching, and they're going to give it to him by an inch.
What a play.
As Smith can't contain Jimmy Robinson, grabbing 6 for the Pirates.
Including that 2-yard score, Jimmy ran for 96 yards in the 53-50 win. The Pirates travel to Green Bay to take on the Blizzard this weekend. FPC golfer Carmela Carlisi finished 4th at the Cactus Tour Mission Hills Q Prep event. She was the second lowest amateur in the tournament. WNZF is your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the Sports Desk, I'm Mike Ishio.